The Keel schema is a simple language that lets you define your model operations and permissions that will be used to deploy your backend and manage it going forward. It also acts as a single source of truth for your whole team. So this is the schema for our to-do app. It has a model called to-do, which has fields. So to-do can have name, a description, which is optional, and can be either completed or not, which is defaulted to not. It then has a set of operations, such as get, create, and list for now. And we then define an API called web that takes to-do as a models, and we'll expose that once we've deployed. Before we go ahead, we're going to add another operation, a slightly more complex one, which will be called complete to-do. And by taking the ID, we'll set the to-do to be completed. So these are the type of operations we can do. This also supports TypeScript functions that can be passed into the schema. That means that makes the schema basically endless in terms of its flexibility, but we'll cover that in another video. Now we probably don't want everyone and anyone to create a to-do and see to-do, so we're going to add some permissions. So we're going to add an owner here, which is going to be of type identity. And identity is a model that is automatically generated by Keel to handle anything that has to do with authentication, so you don't have to. Now we've done that, we can see that VS Code is throwing us an error here in the validation, because now when we want to create an operation, we will have to set the owner, as you can see here. So we're going to go ahead and do as suggested. So we'll set the owner of the to-do to be the identified person here. There we go. Then we'll add some permission at the model level by adding that block here. So what that says is all these actions, get, create, list, and updated as per the above, will be accessible to the identified owner. And finally, what we might want to do is only for the owner to only be able to list their own to-dos. So we'll do that by listing the to-dos where to-do.owner is the identified person. There we go. So now we have our schema with some added operations and permissions, and we're now going to go ahead and deploy it. So we'll go in here. I'm going to add this. We're going to commit it. Add operations and permissions, and we're going to push it to our main branch. Good. So this has worked, which is good.